Texas roots, where my heart belongs, where my heart belongs. Take me back to South Texas roots.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. As you saw in the last episode, I was working in my bedroom installing beams, getting that stuff completed, framing up the closet door, also the laundry room door over there. I got the beams up top. Definitely changes the look in this room. That's not the only thing I got done. I was actually working yesterday trying to complete some of the trim work in the hallway area. I also completed the trim work on the front door, the back door, and also over here in the hallway. I started working on that, and y'all saw me frame that out up top where the attic pull down ladder is going to go. Check it out now. Went ahead and sheetrocked everything since the last video. Came back in. I told you once I completed this, you wouldn't even be able to tell that I messed up. Basically, I'd framed up a little bit smaller than what I needed. I was going to initially go with 36-inch doors, had to drop it down to 32-inch doors, add in extra drywall, framed it all up. Same thing on this side, you can't even tell. And then I went in and framed up where the pull down attic ladder is going to come down. I'm actually going to order that this week. Fingers crossed, hopefully. And then, yeah, did that, and then came in the bathroom. The bathroom's a little bit dirty, but I have a solution for that here in a minute. Came in, framed up. Let me close the door in here. Had to add in some drywall back here in the corner as well. Filled that in, trimmed up the doorway, and then also trimmed up here in the bathroom. There was a 2x4 going across there, so I made it look like a faux beam around here, and it kind of breaks up the look from the rest of the bathroom. I may paint this a different color like I mentioned on the last video. So with that being said, everything on the floor looks like this. Just sawdust, dog hair, pieces of wood, little stuff, screws like that which I need to pick up, just all sorts of stuff. There's always stuff on the floor. I come into the bedroom, you can see some dog hair. I haven't swept in here in a couple of days, so come this way, more sawdust. Underneath my bed, it's probably got stuff all in there as well, which is hard for me to get in and try to clean that stuff. I'm a one-man wrecking crew on this channel right now, building this house solo at the moment, and at the end of the day, I'm very tired, don't want to go in and have to clean everything up. And if I just had that little extra thing to help me out, and that's exactly what I have on this video. I want to show you this up here too. Look at all that. Just from all these projects, when you're cutting wood and working on everything, it gets dirty very quick. And I've been thinking, I was like, man, I really need something to help pick up all this dog hair, sawdust. I do have a broom. It just takes me so long to have to do it, move everything around. Once again, I went ahead and bought my new broom, mounted it up here. I'll use that for small stuff. But for the big projects in this house, as you can see, I have cement floors. If you're new to the channel, it's a 600 square foot house. I consider it tiny. Some people don't, but it's a smaller house under construction. Still got a lot of work to do in here, but the floors are dirty. Here's over here by the back door. Just dust and everything. Everywhere you look, there's just stuff everywhere. It just is what it is. So with that being said, I got on Amazon and I was looking at different little robotic vacuums and stuff to make my life a little bit easier. I was just looking and looking, and lo and behold, I had a company hit me up called EcoVax Robots, and they sent me the D-Bot T80 Omni. Check this out, guys. Yes, sir. This thing is an absolute beast. Oh, yeah. I'll pull it out of the box here a second and show you guys how it works. But it comes nicely packaged. We're going to go ahead and put the camera down, unbox this thing, check it out, plug it in, see how it works, and hopefully it makes my life a lot easier keeping these floors clean. It's just, look, once again, the kitchen. Just everything is covered in sawdust and drywall dust and dog hair, and y'all get the point by now. This place is dirty and I need help keeping it clean. Alrighty, let's open this thing up and see what it's all about. I appreciate this company for sending this to me. Definitely saved me money, and will help both of us out. They'll get a little bit of views out of it, and I'll be able to use this product day in and day out. Saved me a lot of time having to sweep, I'll tell you that. instructions. Nice thick paper. I'm not going to go through everything. Got the manual, you got the plug. Oh, I'm very curious to see what this thing looks like. Looks like a extra brush. Very well packaged. Ooh, this thing's got some weight to it. Alright, I like the look of it. I like the matte black. Definitely goes with everything else in the house. Like I said, it's got a little bit of weight to it. I think the total weight is 20-something pounds, but I'll have to look here in a second. That might include the actual place that stores all the debris. But it's got like a little camera and stuff up here in the front. I'll show you that here in a second. Gotta move my coffee over. I don't do a ton of review videos unless it's something that I really need and really like, and I knew that I could definitely use this product. Oh wow, this thing is a freaking beast. It's big. I'm gonna have to put it in the corner over there and have its own little section. It is very well packaged, I'll say that. Oh wow. Oh man, this thing is an absolute beast. I'm gonna bring you guys in for a closer look. All right, so check that out. That's their little logo there, an E. Looks like the power button on the front. Got the camera and stuff. There's the charging station. It self-empties itself, which is really nice. Like I said, it looks like it was very well packaged. I believe this one has a mop included on it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's what it looks like now. I'm going to go ahead and plug it in. We're going to see what this thing can do. All right, so I went ahead and got the app done on my phone. It was pretty easy to set up everything. I have it sitting over here charging, ready to go. Now it's asking me to map the house. So I was going to kind of do this with you guys. It's my first time trying this. So I'm going to do map your home. It's saying tips, basically clean the area before mapping, open the doors in the cleaning areas. During mapping, do not move the station. During mapping, the robot will lift the mops and not avoid carpets so as to explore more areas. So basically clean up everything and give it enough room to where it can go in and program itself and know your house. So that's what we're doing right now. We're going to see how this works out. I hit start mapping. It says tips, place the robot in the station for more efficient home mapping, which looks like I do, unless I have it in backwards. So let me see, I think I may have it in backwards. We'll check back in here in a second. All right, so I did have it in backwards, which is all right. Basically the part with the camera and the on button face out away from the actual machine, it'll kind of back its way in, I guess. And then earlier, I saw that extra piece, and that goes on the side. That just helps grab stuff on the side. So it's going to be up in its ramp. You can see that it's charging. EcoVac, let's see what you got. All right, let's hit start mapping. We're going to see what it does. We're just going to follow it around. Pretty quiet. I can barely even hear it. I think it's actually vacuuming as it goes right now and not just mapping. I'm gonna find out right here after this hair. There's some hair right here. Let's see if it gets it. Oh, it missed it. All right, it picked up that little bit of drywall. There we go. Good amount of stuff being picked up. I don't care who you are, that's pretty cool. I cannot believe technology nowadays. It just blows my mind where you have to just go out there and just sweep everything, and now you just press a button on your phone and your house is gonna be cleaned. It's just absolutely wild. Backed itself in and everything, make sure it's charging. I'm at to mess with the settings a little bit more, but once again, this thing does have a built-in mop. There's your clean water right there. And then this will be for the dirty water once again. Thought that was so cool to catch that going in, backing up. This thing picked up quite a bit of stuff. Like I mentioned, I didn't think it was actually going to clean the first time. I thought it was just going to go around mapping. And I wanted to show you guys in the bedroom once again. I had that little pile of sawdust, which y'all saw. This whole side had a bunch of it. It picked it up right here, and this is where the side of it stopped. So it'll come back in later on and get all this stuff. I just need to figure out all the settings. It came inside there a little bit. Back around and was able to fit underneath the bed, which was great. If I can catch it going underneath my couch, that'd be even better. So anyways, I'm gonna let that thing charge up. We'll check back in here in a little bit. I'm gonna get some really cool shots of it. Trying to pick up as much of this hair and stuff as possible. The product itself, you can get on their website. I believe it was $739. It self-empties. It's got a mop built into it. You can program this thing pretty much however you want it. If you want it to go during the nighttime, if you want to go during the daytime, I'm probably going to have it go maybe twice a day and just go through and pick up all the dog hair and all the dust and everything. But so far, I'm liking this product. All right, guys, I was editing up that portion of the video while it was charging. My goodness, that's a lot of dog hair and sawdust. Woo-wee! This thing has got its work cut out for it. If it can clean my house, it can clean anybody's house. My goodness. The good thing is it's always going to get cleaner. I'm working on my house. It's a construction zone, and like I said, if I'm, I don't know, cutting boards in here or trying to sand stuff, it's just always dust. I have 2 dogs. One of them's probably 130 pounds. The other one's probably 100 pounds. One's completely white, one's completely black, so there's always hair everywhere, and you know what? I wouldn't change it for the world. So anyways, dealing with stuff like this once again. This is from the drywall that I was cutting yesterday. There's a couple of big chunks. And then, you know, it has the paper with it. I'm going to leave that out as well. Just little stuff that might clog it up, but eventually I'll get it clean enough. But that's the cutoffs that I was using. And I wanted to point out one more thing. That sheet right there was just an extra cutoff. I can just move it and slide it over. It's not attached yet. This is where the ladder's going to go. So went back in once again, trimmed everything out. Just need to tape and float everything and order my little pull down ladder. So anyways, once again, this thing is pretty cool. Just waiting for it to charge up. I was messing with all the settings on the phone. If I can do the app as easy as it was, anybody can. You just program it very quickly. Once again, it comes with the quick start guide on a big paper, so it's easy to read for people like my mom who can't see the best. So anyways, yeah, I was just thinking when I was watching the video back when I was replaying it, how it was going underneath my bed. And I was like, man, that's terrible with me. I have the prosthetic leg, so it's hard for me to get down and try to get underneath the bed and try to sweep everything out. And I said I needed one of them robot vacs, and sure enough, EcoVac hit me up and basically said they wanted to send me one and let me test it out and see what it does. So Now, if I can just find something to clean the rest of the house, I think we'd be in business, but I'll take little steps at a time. And I do want to point out one last thing before we get back to actually showing it work. This floor does have flaws on it. There's different marks and stuff, so that's nothing that's dirty. That's just from construction. And then whenever I was doing drywall, there's some mud and stuff here and there, some white stuff. So there might be stuff like that, a little bit of paint, other stuff like that, that obviously this machine's not going to pick up. I just want to point it out in case it still looks dirty, but there's plenty of dog hair once again. I understand. I knew I was getting this machine and I was going to wait a few days before I swept up any of the hair. I figured, why not? Let's put this thing to the test. If it can clean my house, it can clean anybody's house. I don't care who you are, that's funny. That robot decided that my rug was too dirty and drug it to me and said, get that out of here, I'm working. So I drug it off to the side and it went back over there, docked itself, and it came back out and started again. I'm putting that thing in overdrive today. I want to push it to its limits and see how it does. Maybe not so much on the mopping right now. I just want to really do the sweeping portion because it needs it real bad. And it's supposed to be able to go in and out of corners really good as well. So I'm thinking my couch needs to be lifted up just a hair. It's like it gets stuck right there at the edge, so. Does that thing have a light on it? I think I saw a headlight turn on when it went under the couch. Maybe I'm just seeing things, I don't know. Get this 4x4 out of the way. That is some precision turns right there, baby. Put this thing in a barrel race. Look at that. Alrighty guys, we are done for today. This place looks amazing compared to what it did before. It's like night and day. Like I said, there are still defects and stuff that are in the cement that machine is not going to clean, but as far as all the dust, dog hair, there was wood chips everywhere. I just framed up all the doorways. It was just stuff everywhere. You already saw the video. So anyways, let's check it out now. We'll do a quick walkthrough with this camera, and then I'll go back in with the good camera and show you down below. This is the hallway. We come into the bedroom. There was a bunch of sawdust right in this area. Got it all picked up nicely. And that's one less thing I have to do at the end of the day, which is the best thing about it. That's why I said, heck yes, I'll do a review on this thing, and heck yes, I'm going to enjoy it. So anyways, That's what it looked like. Once again, I'll take the good camera out just for a second, kind of just pan across and just show you what it looks like. It's like night and day out here. And yes, you need to remove your mats and stuff. As you saw in the video, I did drag it off, and that's totally fine. I was expecting it to, and most likely, like I said, that'll probably be the dirtiest that this house will ever be, that machine's gonna have to do that much work. So it was able to pull through the dog hair. It did get clogged up twice. That's not an issue because you saw how dirty it was in here. I definitely gave it a run for its money. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want any of the other information, go down to the description. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
South Texas roots, where my heart belongs, where my heart belongs. Take